the track.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slaying Hope. And I got another video. This is a story time. There's also some wisdom attached to this, right? And this is about, like, you know, street stories. And this is just about how, like, yo, people don't really fuck with you like you think they fuck with you, right? This is in the gang structure. Now, some might say it's just my experience, but nah, man. It's sleazeballs in every gang. Most of them are sleazeballs. And most people will do you dirty, right? Because it's no honor amongst thieves. Can't really fully trust criminals, man. You really can't. You know, so anyway, I kind of told y'all the story about when I was by ECG. Boom, and I almost got jumped over there, and my man's got snuffed, the blood homie that I used to chill with. So it was with the shorties. I told y'all it was summertime, shirt off, I'm outside. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm outside. Like, you know, I got the weed, we got the liquor, we got the shorties. Mind you, I told y'all, now these girls used to chill with blood dudes before they started chilling with us. So it was kind of like, you know, we probably should have never been doing that. But like I told y'all, when we kind of like took over, you know, women want to be protected and they want to chill with the tough guys. So they chilling with the dudes that got the strip now. We was the ones that had this. We was the lip boys now, you know what I'm saying? So we in business, you feel me? Anyway, I kind of told the story, but I'm trying to go to a different angle. I'm trying to highlight. So when they ended up snuffing the blood homie, whatever, I told y'all what happened in the story. You can go check the story time. Long story short, we ended up asking to go meet up the dudes. This was ECG dudes, you feel me? So the dude, my man, thought it was a setup. I don't think it was a setup. I think we just happened to see dudes because, you know, it's summertime, people outside. And back then, dudes used to be mobbing on bikes, all type of shit. Like, so you see people. But the point I want to make in this video is this. Excuse me. My mans. I remember the blood homie called one of my mans, right? And he was with one of the OGs at the time. I'm going to call the OG Doggy, right? For the sake of the video. OG Doggy. So Doggy was like, so we call my mans, and then Doggy, like, he heard, like, so my man said, like, yo, I gotta go. VC used to be my name, you feel me? So he go like, yo, VC, he got a problem with some bloods or whatever, so I'm about to pull up. So this dude like, why are you going over there? Like, this is the crazy shit, right? This is the wild shit, mind you. We supposed to be a crew. We supposed to be a team. We supposed to be aiding each other when shit is like, you know, when shit get crazy, right? Dude goes the first, and mind you, I don't put in bread, you know, in the set to get a hammer. They never gave me no hammer. I never got no gun. I had to go get my own shit to make sure I was safe out here in these streets. Rapping the shit they fucking brought to the hood, or the shit they propagated, or the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just an example, right? Like, they didn't really care about my protection. They didn't care. Even though they told me, look, bro, I ain't buy a coat because it made more sense to get a firearm for protection rather than get a coat, right? That's what one of my big homies told me. He was like, bro, what you gonna do when them slews pull up? That's what they call it. I'm saying, he said, what you gonna do when them bloods pull up? You know what I'm saying? You think your coat gonna save you? And I was like, that shit makes sense. So I didn't get a coat. I put my money into it, you know, we began that thing. I never got the thing. You know what I'm saying? I had to go get my own thing. So not only did I put up money with the set, and this is what they do, homie. They dead dudes, man. They dead dudes. This is what they. That's why it's another video I watched. Dudes say, yo, don't show nobody your gun, homie. Because older dudes, they would like, let me see your gun real quick, and they'll take your shit. Like, dudes done that shit so many times in the hood. Some of y'all could vouch for that. Dudes done that shit so many times in the hood. They be like, let me see your gun. Let me see that. Let me try that real quick. You never get it back. You never get it back. So they did that shit to me with the money. It's cool, because later on anyway, so boom. So Doggy was like, so my man was like, yo, I'm about to pull up. you know what I'm saying, with the strap. He about to pull up. Feel me? He about to come to ECG, whatever. Cause we was around the vicinity. So, he told me later on, like I didn't even know what was going on. Like later on, you know, we linked up and we was in the crib talking about it. And son told me, he was like, yo, you know, Doggy was like, why you going to that nigga? Like, don't that nigga got a gun? First of all, the thing is, yes, even if I got a firearm, you get what I'm saying? Even if I got a firearm, bro, it's still just me. You get what I'm saying? Like, we still a crew. We still a clique. Not saying that I couldn't handle my own business, but the mentality of this dude that's supposed to be the leadership, that's supposed to be the big homie, you get what I'm saying? He just didn't want son to pull up. Like, he just like, man, like, basically to fuck him. Like, let him take care of whatever. They take care of himself type shit. You feel me? Even though when something happened on one of them, they want reinforcements or they want people to pull up. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it was almost like, fuck him. Like, let him figure shit out. My man was like, nah, like, bro, that's the homeboy. Like, you bugging. So, son, you know what I'm saying? He pull up, but when he pulled up, we having that conversation. And he like, yo, bro, how this nigga told me, like why you going, like basically fuck that nigga, let that nigga just do what he like, and then when he told me that, like, I'm just like, word, he said that. So it slowly, again, when you in that shit, some of us see certain things, some of us ignore certain shit. But when I sat my ass in that freaking cell behind this gang shit, right? When I sat in there behind shit I was willing to sacrifice my life for, I started really reflecting on the little moments like that, where I realized motherfuckers don't really care about you. They don't, homie. You're disposable, right? And look, it don't even matter what I say, because a lot of y'all still gonna go to prison, because y'all ain't gonna listen. I ain't listen, right? I went to anti-gang rallies. I went to these events. Listen. I can't blame nobody. I can't blame my single mom like a lot of y'all do. I can't blame that I'm black. I can't blame the community. I can't blame nobody. I literally chose to join a gang. I chose to do certain things. Regardless of what I thought at the time I was doing, you still had to take accountability. So make sure, if you one of them dudes that don't want to listen, right, to people like me or other brothers who'll be trying to tell y'all this shit ain't it. If you one of them dudes, listen to me. If you one of them dudes that don't want to listen, when your ass end up in there, and hopefully by the grace of God, you'll end up in a cell and not in a casket or in a box, or maybe just in an incinerator because your family might not be able to afford to bury your ass, right? Just make sure, if by the grace of God you end up in a cell like I did, that you take accountability for the shit you did, and that you work on changing your mindset and your behavior. That's all I can say, man. Because a lot of y'all gonna end up going there. Because I ended up there, right? I had a job since I was 13 years old, right? Work actually kept me away from the streets. It kept me out of trouble. Kept myself busy. My mother always put me into sports. She always did what she did the best she could, honestly. I just didn't want to listen to her, honestly. She always told me don't hang out with them dudes. And I was like, Ma, you don't know them. You don't know what you're talking about. I ain't listen. But people gonna show their colors all the time, homie. You just gotta pay attention. A lot of us don't be paying attention to these dudes. Son really told the man, like, yo, like, let him take care of his own business. And there's a whole bunch of other scenarios and a whole bunch of other stories that I reflect on. I'd be like, yo, the motherfuckers is foul. Be like, they ain't really care. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really care. They don't really care about us, homie. We disposable foot soldiers. Disposable, homie. It's only a selective few, because don't get me wrong, it's a selective few lucky lefts. It's a selective few I'm still cool with to this day. We still have those conversations. I still try to guide them. I still try to help them. We still kind of like work with each other. We still kind of like have that vibe, you feel me? It's like work. Like I told y'all this, gangbanging is just like work. When you go into the office, there's certain people you gonna fuck with, and there's certain people you don't fuck with. That's how work is. That's how gangbanging is too. When you go to the office to work, you got your little clique. You got like 5 people you really cool with, you bang with, you tight. Y'all gonna ride out, and then you got a bunch of other motherfuckers you ain't really that cool with. you ain't really that close with. You piece them just cause you say what up because they just happen to be blood, or they just happen to be Crip, or they just happen to be down. But you don't really fuck with them like that. That's the same shit at work. You go to work, you say what up, hey, you say hi to people, but you don't really fuck with them. You got your own little clique. It's the same thing. The same thing. Y'all literally just work together, you know? And so yeah, I don't want to drag this whole shit out, but it's just sad, man. But you know, y'all ain't gonna listen. Y'all ain't gonna listen, man. Y'all ain't gonna listen. This shit ain't it. I don't know too many people who still be out here trying to glorify that shit, right? It's either people who just plain dumb, right? Or justify, say it started for something positive, right? Don't believe that narrative. I tell y'all all the time. The people that be trying to run with that narrative, it started for something good. Tell them to show you receipts. Tell them to show you where is the history of positive things that the gangs have done in our communities. Anytime somebody tell you that gang started for something positive, I encourage you to ask them. Ask them, show me or tell me where I can find information that gangs stood for something positive. Because Tookie Williams didn't say that. Monster Cody didn't say that. A lot of these people who write books, a lot of these people, older heads, founders and shit, that talk about it, they will tell you themselves, man, this shit was catastrophic. A legacy of genocide in our communities. This shit ain't positive. Bloods came out because the Crips were tormenting the community. And before the Crips, it probably was some other group. And so it has been a legacy of genocide. The only difference is that Blood and Crips just happened to make it to international levels. Spread, not just Blood and Crip, MS-13, 18th Street, but all them gangs started in California. Look at MS-13 today, it's a global gang. Blood's Crips is in different countries. Like, this shit is not, it's not cool, man. But when they try to tell you it started for something positive, tell them to show you receipts. Show you. The same way we can see what the Panthers did and how they keep saying it was an offshoot of the Panthers. All right, tell them to show you. Black Panthers actually existed alongside of gang members, right? So tell them to show you. That's it. I don't get into the whole argument with them because a lot of these people just want to glorify bullshit. I'm here to tell you what it really is, homie. This shit ain't cool. This shit ain't nothing good gonna come from this. Only pain, suffering. And the people who suffer the most a lot of times is our families. It's not even, because we be trying to act like we're oblivious to the pain. But most of the times our families, bro. Our families be hurting the most behind this stuff. So, that's it, man. I don't want to go too long, drawn out. Let me know what y'all thoughts are. Make sure you like me, comment, subscribe, and you share. Stay blessed. Peace.